to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. Bringing it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wildcats offense will have the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys.
There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up.
Man, this defense is reeling already. First play of the game, and you give up an explosive play in the passing game just like that. They better collect themselves and buckle up and get ready to go.
It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Starting to feel a little pressure. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, looking to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Cougars offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it into 49. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. He makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my...
Next going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Unloads quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled, tried to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Arizona in a hurry.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll pull it down and run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Coming up, 4th down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Makes the grab. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Just keeps slinging it. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he got loose. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great...
He'll try to take it back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. On his way back from the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going if they get it out to the 36. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. He throws one to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Working that left side now. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make...
And a sack all the way back at the 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Smashes in between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. Turns it on in midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Flips it out to the back. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to his running back. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Back to pass. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dumps it off in the flats. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cougar! They take the lead with the 6. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Going right to work up top. A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Arizona right back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Rifles it down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. He caught it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. And lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The throw. Right on the money. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll test the right side. Defense gain of 1 to the 22. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And the Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Found the seam. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And he's going to bring it out. And he loses the football. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Houston. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Finds his target down the middle.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
That's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And there's something you don't see very often, a fumble on a quarterback sneak, and the quarterback's got to do a really good job of bellying the ball and securing it before you start pushing forward. I don't know if he ever really had control of it, and the defense was able to knock it out and create the takeaway.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Hand off from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Hand off from the shotgun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oftentimes, as less early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. The Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Open space at the 25. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Cougars have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Just complete and utter dominance, and this one outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mountaineers will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Houston's offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open down the field. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Let's talk for a second about Houston. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the running back made the catch, but that was only part of the equation. He was down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. They have not been able to run it in. Will they try again on 3rd and goal? The sweet feet buy a little time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And how about the wheels for the QB. You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So West Virginia's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Dropping back, it's Hester. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Creates a little space. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on third and short. And makes the catch. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking for a man. It's Hester. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Little touch pass to the receiver. Showing off the arm. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Syracuse is currently trailing But if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
They're trailing by just 4 to SMU. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to open in the middle. There he goes. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll do it himself. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Get it out on the screen. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Safe little shovel pass. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This will likely be the last play of the half. Dropping back, it's Hester. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The give to the left. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to throw. It's Hester. Got him downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action. Fires left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. They'll run the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you can tell the cornerback.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a...
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. He's on the 40. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, West Virginia. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Houston offense comes onto the field. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a physical attack from the guy. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Inside the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's first and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense, period, that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out fast. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Leaves it with the back. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Pocket breaking down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Gets it on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Running back is able to snag the football, but that foot is on the white lines, out of bounds and incomplete. It's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with the screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Hester. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. You saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly to the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and in scoring position.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
I love running the angle route, whether it's on first down, second down, third round. It's a really good route. It's a safe route. Just takes a little bit of timing over the middle of the field. But, hey, again, getting it to a playmaker in space, always winning.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Pressure coming. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw again. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. And, guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a touchdown Cougar! They punctuate the chance for a trip to the end zone.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that one's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this?
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. 3rd and long. No secret what he needs here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Houston offense once again. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size.
Going downfield for the big play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Quick step and go. He smashes his way through again. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And they'll take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game